This is the Ellicottville Career Tech Center. Just want to take a second to thank the Educational Foundation for everything they've given us through the years. Looking at just a couple of items that I need now, I'm hoping that my school qualifies now for level 1. We did receive funding to help us out with the tool list to get us up to the point where we might be able to qualify for level 1. There's a couple other items that we'll need, but as far as our theory room is concerned, everything is in shape. I've got computers, I've got everything I need to teach the ICAR program for the theory classroom part. But again, thank you for everything that you've done. It's helped my program to move ahead extensively and help my students out in the end ultimately. Thank you. One of the first things on the list that I'd like to try to acquire if we could would be to update our refrigerant system. Right now we use an R134 system. It's been used on most cars and it's still used on some brand new cars of today. Basically, this system will be phased out very soon. There's many cars, and Chrysler was the first manufacturer to come out with the 1234 YK refrigerant, and basically once that happens, you need a whole new system. I really would like to try to get one of these purchased as soon as I can to be able to meet the demands, because there's a lot of vehicles. They say there's 500,000 to close to 1 million vehicles on the road now that have already switched over to that type of refrigerant. So it's real essential that we start to go in that trend and try to teach in that with the newer materials. So that's the first thing that I'd like to get on my list. And then I will show you some other items in my paint booth next. Thank you. Paint booth and a couple items if we were possibly able to get anything else in the grant. I would like to first talk about the supplied air respirator system, which would give students fresh air. A fresh air system is the best system that you could possibly have for the safest environment for students to work and for myself to work in. Basically what that would require is having 3 drops of air lines put on each side with supplied air, and students would have full hood setups to put on. I'd be able to accommodate 6 or 5 students and myself at one time that way, and training would be a lot better and a lot easier to go through. As it stands right now, I can only have 1 or 2 students in here at a time with myself, and it's a lot harder to try to train. That's the first item that I'd like to try to get. The second item would be to try to create a turbulent air system in here, because we have gone to waterborne paints. Basically, we've done that for about 5 years, and what we use right now is handheld turbine dryers, basically going around and blowing off the sides of a car after we get done painting, which takes a length of time. And basically, sometimes when you're doing almost a complete paint job or a complete paint job, it takes a lot of time to dry off the car before you go on to the next coat every time. It's required that you use turbulent air to get the material off, or else it may not dry properly. Turbulent air systems for paint booths require having a turbulent outlets built into the sides that adjust so that you can force the air at different locations downward on the car. That's also on my list of items that I'd like to get. But those 2 items for the paint booth would really take care of finishing up what I need in the paint booth area for refinishing and priming and different things like that. There's only one other item that I'd really like to try to get covered if it could be possibly done. That would be the first item that I'd want on my list. These are the second and third. The end result for everything that you've done throughout the years has really helped out my students and my program. And the end result is to get students like this off enrolling and onto a job and a career. Thank you very much for everything that you've done throughout the years, the Educational Foundation and everybody that participated in that. Thank you very much.